All right, let's talk about a single mindset. It's so common, but it might just be the one thing that's really holding your business back from what it could be. Yeah, this one probably hits home, right? I'll just figure it out as I go. So many of us, especially when we're starting out as consultants or freelancers, this is our mantra. And it makes sense. It feels agile, but here's the catch. And this is what we're going to dig into. What starts out as a good idea can very quickly turn into a trap. And that's exactly what our source material calls the figure it out trap. See, the thing is, this mindset is awesome for getting you started, for getting that initial momentum, but it has a really, really short shelf life. It's just not the kind of foundation you can build a stable, long-term business on. And this is the hard truth right here. This whole approach, it has a ceiling. It will never build you a truly stable consultancy. You can get pretty far with it for sure, but eventually you're going to hit a wall. And what happens when you hit that wall? Well, that's when the chaos really starts. So let's take a look at the symptoms of this chaos. And as I go through this list, I want you to be really honest with yourself. See if any of this sounds, well, a little too familiar. This is where that vague feeling of stress starts to look like a real diagnosis. And these symptoms, man, they're specific, aren't they? We're talking about irregular revenue, that classic feast or famine roller coaster, or that unpredictable workload where you're either completely swamped or just staring at an empty calendar, wondering what's next. Your pricing is all over the place, which leads to constant misunderstandings with clients and a mountain of admin work. And you know where all that leads, right? Straight to burnout with absolutely zero time or energy for any kind of long-term planning. This really gets to the heart of it. All those things we just talked about, they're happening for one reason. You're stuck in constant reaction mode. You're not actually steering the ship. You're just running around plugging leaks. Every new project feels like a fire you have to put out. You're not planning your business. You're just reacting to whatever the day throws at you. But here's a really, really important point. This isn't a personal failure. Seriously. It's not that you're bad at what you do or that you're doing something fundamentally wrong. It's a structural problem. You're just missing one absolutely crucial ingredient, the clarity that's needed to create real forward momentum. Okay, so how do we fix this? How do we break this cycle? We have to make a big pivot. We need to shift from a state of reaction to one of intention. It's all about taking back control and consciously designing your business on purpose instead of just letting your business happen to you. And this comparison just lays it all out, doesn't it? Look at the difference. On the left, you've got reaction mode, chaos, uncertainty, stress. It's exhausting. But on the right, you move into intention mode. Chaos becomes clarity. Uncertainty turns into momentum. And that constant stress is replaced by predictability. This isn't just a minor adjustment. It's a completely different way of running your business and your life, really. All right, so how do we actually get that clarity? That sounds great, but what's the first step? Well, this is where the source gives us a fantastic blueprint. It makes the case that being a great consultant is about more than just your technical skill. It's about having direction. And that direction comes from answering 7 absolutely essential questions. And here they are, the 7 pillars that build an intentional business. As I read these out, I want you to just think for a second, how confidently could you answer each one right now? Number 1, who exactly do you serve? 2, what do you offer them? 3, how do you deliver it? 4, how do clients find you? 5, what do you charge for it? 6, how are you different from everyone else? And finally, number 7, what does success actually look and feel like for you? The source is clear. Answering these questions is the work. Now, when you actually do that work, when you take the time to build out that blueprint with intention, the results are huge. They're truly transformative. Let's talk about what the source calls the confidence payoff, because this is why it all matters so much. And the results of having that clarity, like you can feel them, they're tangible. Clients start to respect you more because you're not just a generalist, you're a focused expert. Suddenly pricing becomes way easier. Deals close faster because your offer is so crystal clear. Your personal stress levels just drop and your workload finally becomes predictable. This is what it feels like to actually be in control. So, if we boil all this down, what's the big takeaway? It's a simple but incredibly powerful idea. Clarity creates confidence. And that confidence is what creates opportunity. It's this amazing virtuous cycle that kicks in the second you decide to stop figuring it out and start designing your future on purpose. So I'll just leave you with this one last question to think about. What could you build if you stopped reacting and started acting with intention? What would your business look like if you stopped just figuring it out and started designing it on purpose starting today?